step is we're going to empty out the caravan. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you all the stuff that's in here right now. As you can see, I just have a cooler, a couple totes, pack a bottle of water, a couple duffel bags, and a sleeping bag, and then I have this dresser, my water container, and some odds and ends and stuff. So I'm going to work on clearing out all of this. I'll set the camera up, do a little time lapse, and I'm going to clear all this out and start doing some measurements for my build that I'm planning for this Grand Caravan. All right, we're back, and now I'm going to take you inside my computer, show you how I'm going to put this into the program and start designing my build. The big key to using SketchUp is to know the keyboard shortcut. I can't do a full tutorial right now in this video because it would make this video very long, but I can show you some of the basics. So here's a rectangle tool, and the way you would do it, you click on where you want to start. We're going to get it close to what we want. Actually 30. Once you get your numbers entered, you want to hit the enter button. Now that's going to bring up a rectangle. That's the size you need. If you hit the letter H, that's the hand tool. Now you can click anywhere on the image and move it side to side, up and down. The O tool will bring up the orbit, which will let you spin it and look under it and all of that good stuff. So I can do a 2 fingers in and it will scroll in for me. And then let's say we want to add some thickness to this. Let's say this is our 6-inch mattress. So I'm going to come over here, and if you hover over any of these icons, you'll get a little caption will pop up that tells you what it does. So this is the push pull, or you could hit the letter P. And then see, as I hover over this, there's like blue dots that form. Now they're gone. Now they're there. That means that is the selection that is going to be able to be pushed or pulled. So we're going to pull it. So we're going to click on that. We're going to pull it up. And in the bottom right box, we're going to change it to 6 inches. And hit enter. H to move. O to orbit. Spacebar to deselect. So now we're looking at it and see how you can start to make shapes in SketchUp. Another tool I use a lot is the tape measure tool, and also when I'm finished with my design, I use the dimensions tool to give me my dimensions. So for example, I want to see what this dimension is. For whatever reason, my SketchUp is having the dimensions upside down, which is just bizarre. So now you have dimensions. This is kind of just like the basics to SketchUp. There's a lot of great tutorials out there, so I encourage you to go check those out and learn SketchUp if you really want to design your build before you are able to actually start building. This is a great tool to use because it allows you to design it in a 3D workspace. You can transfer all the way around it. It's got lots of cool things that you can do within it with these tools. I encourage you to check it out, see what you can come up with. So here is the design I decided to go with. The bed is going to be on one side. I'm going to have a cabinet in the back. Here's the view of the cabinet in the back. It'll have a spot for my stove and a lid that folds down, and the water will go on the bottom. So I'm using a milk crate as my height guide, and basically I built the 2 support pieces. The first 2, they were about the same size, and that's what this photo is showing. It's showing you with the 2 support pieces already built, and to build these I just did 2 screws in each side. This was before I was recording a lot of video on the build, and in this photo you can see how I am measuring out for the 3rd support. So I laid the 2x4, the complete length of my dimensions, which was 75 inches. Then I drew a line from the driver's seat basically towards the rear of the van out 75 inches, and I marked a mark, and then from that mark I measured down to the floor of the van. I actually started my measurement underneath the 2x4, and I measured from the bottom of that 2x4 down to the floor of the van at the very end where my 75-inch mark was, and this gave me my height for platform support dimensions. Just going to drill a couple pilot holes. Alright, one side done. come over. It's 3.5 inches, so at 1 3/4 inches, it's my halfway point. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. 1 3/4 inches. Essentially cutting this in half. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want this lip. I want to have that lip, that 1.5 inch lip, bridge these two together. Don't know if it's going to work. I think it's going to work, but we'll see. I have my first side of my platform. I'm gonna build another side that goes here. So one thing I'm gonna do, I got me an extra little piece. So I'm gonna do it like this, and that's gonna be kind of one of the lip that the other piece is gonna sit on. So you'll see as it comes together. We'll get to a better position because screws go in better with leverage. When your bits start to look like this, it's time to throw it away. Boom. Boom. That was part of my issue. Alright, so I got 3 in there. I'm going to do some in the side. On the other side too. And then I did 3 screws in the top. And switching to the bit that actually is good has helped in my countersink agenda because I don't have to pre-drill anymore. So this drill, or this bit, is way better. So to give you an idea, this is what I have so far. In this area and up, and up here, I'm gonna do like a cabinet, a lid that flips down into a table. It's not done yet. This isn't even put on, but this is what it's gonna look like. And then this whole section here is going to be able to lift up and slide up into there, and then it's going to give me all that floor space. I'm going to concentrate most of my storage underneath this section. I'm also going to build some shelving to cover up this part. So yeah, to show you what I'm doing here. First I'm going to come in here. I'm going to go in between the 2 screws. There's 2 screws right here underneath on the board underneath, so I'm just going to go right in between them. Got countersunk. Now I'm just going to put a few more reinforcing screws in here. This is not a perfect build. That's not what I was going for. If it was, I would try to get to like a shop, or I'd try to hire a friend who has a shop. Boom. That one's in there. Now for these ones in the middle, I'm having to switch to a 1-inch screw. I don't go through the 2x4. Now I got 4 screws in here holding that on. So the way this will work, I'm gonna put like some finger holes or grab handle or something. Lift up, and we're just gonna slide it. That's kind of what it's gonna do. Gonna slide. There's gonna be a back up against it on that side like a headboard, because on the other side is gonna be my cabinet for my kitchen. So this will slide, give me a really sturdy chair. I was actually wanting it to be like a lounge chair. So this is gonna work out really cool. I'm excited about this. So subscribe if you're interested, if you have a Dodge Grand Caravan. See how I do my build. So yeah. Alright, there's that one. I'll show you what I did. Add this little piece on. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Part of that, I don't know if you can see, is resting on this. So I think it's going to work out great. So this is what it's going to look like in chair mode from the back, and here it is from the front. So all you do to get it into bed mode, you're going to slide this forward, like that. You have this little latch here, like that. I have this latch here, locks it together. Just need to get my mattress. I'm gonna do a little lip around the whole edge outside to kind of keep the mattress contained, maybe. I don't know. I'm waiting to hear back from mattress people. But this is it. This is what I have so far.